All right, well, here's another knife. This is a Lon Humphrey Outlaw Nessmuk, and it's a knife I've been waiting for a long time. It's definitely, a bucket list knife for me. And it's made out of 52-100 steel, and it's fairly thick. Let's see if I can get this measured up. Yeah, so it's probably 187 thou to begin with. Desert ironwood, orange liners, probably the stainless, the Corby bolts there. But it's a very beautiful knife. I mean, I'm speechless when I look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's just, fits in the hand perfectly. It's going to be an excellent hunting knife, skinning knife, camp knife. Nice wide blade, comes down to a really nice keen edge. The edge geometry on it is just excellent. Nice and thin behind the edge. It's see here, about 55 thou. So there, and be a little less here. I can see the width of the bevel being a little, about 40, which is perfect for doing any detail work if you're notching wood or anything like that. 52-100 it's a fantastic steel, and Lon Humphrey, I mean, he's does an amazing job with it. I have no idea what kind of magic recipe he has, but I've got quite a few of his knives, and I've used them pretty hard and put them through their paces. And they may not hold an edge as good as some of the super steels with super high carbide volumes and stuff like that in it, but what they will do is sharpen up better than just about any steel I've ever used. They're incredible. One of my knives, my Ranger, I actually use it in the kitchen a lot. It's a really good camp knife. And I mean, if you have a camp knife, you really need to be able to cut up food with it and vegetables and stuff like that. But the knife, I mean, it will go dull with normal cutting tasks and stuff like that, but the ease in which it will sharpen up, it's just incredible. Couple passes on a ceramic rod and it's back to popping hairs like you wouldn't believe. You don't have to sharpen that knife, you just have to touch it up. And the thing that's really nice about it is that even obviously changing that angle a little bit over time with many passes on that ceramic rod, the edge still has the same kind of bite and sharpness that you had right from the get-go. So I love the steel. I can't say enough good things about it. Super fine grained, takes an incredibly sharp edge, and it's just incredibly easy to restore that edge. So it's a win-win in my book. So anybody that's looking at these knives and going, oh well, I'm not too sure, it's not a super steel, it's not stainless, don't even think twice about it, honestly. Knives are meant to be used. They're meant to get stains on them. Rust is obviously not something you want, but it's not a difficult steel to maintain and keep rust free. Wipe it down with oil when you're done with it. I like to use my knives in the kitchen at first, just cutting vegetables and things like that. That way it forces a bit of a patina, because that patina is actually an oxide layer. So instead of having iron oxide, you get different oxides, whether they're chrome oxides or hematite oxides or whatever, right? So as long as you've got those other more stable oxides that have formed on the surface of the blade, rust oxides, the iron oxides, have a harder time getting holds on that steel. So it's a good practice, I think, to get a bit of a patina forming. Doesn't mean you have to have it all stained and looking stupid. I don't think there's anything wrong with people doing a forced patina, but I think personally it's one that needs to be earned. I think if it's formed slower, over a longer period of time, the oxides that do form are probably stronger oxides. And I mean, there's obviously scientific reasons for that, but a more stable oxide, whether it be, like a hematite or whatever, it's gonna hold up to, use and protect your blade better than something that's forced on there really quickly. That's my own personal opinion, based on my own experience with knives and stuff. So I've got to make a sheath for this here, as it didn't come with one. I'm probably going to do kind of like a Randall style sheath for it, something that hangs a little lower, a little easier to get out, out of the sheath when it's on my belt, instead of having it up high. I find them a little more difficult to, draw from the sheath and stuff. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.